Hello there, Flosstube. My name is Joey, also known as QTipDad. I hope you had a great holiday season. We were pretty busy around here. Father, my daddy, had his birthday yesterday, January 23rd. We had 14 people come into town to help celebrate. He enjoyed himself. We went out to eat dinner. I just didn't feel up to cooking for 14 people. We enjoyed the fun, the fellowship, the friendship, had a great time. He's tired, I'm tired, but it's what matters is that he enjoyed himself seeing the people. And I thank anyone that came to see him for that. I really do appreciate it. I'm not going to make a very long video, but I do want to tell you a few things before I start. I don't stitch very fast. I don't stitch, that light's kind of blurry, isn't it? I don't stitch very fast. I don't stitch very long periods of time because I have a plate and some screws in my right wrist, and they tend to start hurting after a while. So I don't stitch very fast. I don't stitch very long. I try to stitch at least 2 hours a night, but sometimes it doesn't make it to even 1 hour. I don't want to stitch a bunch of whips at one time. I've got too many whips started now. I would like to just keep it down to 5 whips at a time that I'm working on, and that's what I've done so far. When I did my Christmas video, I showed an update on my map of the United States of America, and that it was a lot more than just Oklahoma, Nebraska, and Kansas that had been done. Let me update you on that one right now. Now this is from Map of the United States of America. It's from Joanne Overstreet. The Sassafras Tree. It's distributed by Smoky Mountain Distributors. I had started in the middle of the country, which I liked starting in the middle of the program. By the way, my sister sent me a bunch of Q-snaps, which is wonderful considering my arm not being able to tighten hoops very well. So she gave me some Q-snaps when she came to town, or sent me some before, and I love them. I love the tension that it can give me. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. I've definitely got more than just the 3 states done. I've come over here to Maine and Vermont, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York, Pennsylvania, starting it. I'm really liking how this one goes. It's a quick stitch. It's only back stitch so far, but it's a quick stitch for me. I really don't stitch very fast again though, but I would like to see this one, the outlines finished at least by the end of March, if not before that. I'm going to shoot for the beginning of March, and we'll have to see from that. Again, this is on 14 count Ada by Joanna K. Overstreet. One of the other first patterns I showed you that I was working on, whips that I was working on, was called Teddy Bear Reunion. My daughter was born in 1999, and I was stitching it, I think, for her nursery, because we did her nursery in bears. So the pattern, even though the pattern itself came out in 1990, I don't think I've been working on it since then. Unfortunately, though, when I showed it to the video the first time, and I went to fold it back up, it started deteriorating. It was the thread was tearing, breaking. The material, the Ada was coming unfrayed, and it was just not salvageable. This is the pattern here, Teddy Bear Reunion by Heartprint Ink. I had done about from here over, and it just was heartbreaking to throw that in the garbage. And I did want to do this pattern. I think it's now a an albatross that I would like to defeat. So I talked to my sister, and we got some new material, new Ida, and I replaced the yarn, the DMC yarn I had, with new and updated ones, so that they weren't going to be threadbare. So even though I had that much done, this is all I've got done now. It's really heartbreaking to see not even a whole bear done. But that's okay. One stitch at a time. Same way you would an elephant, one bite at a time. So I'm not going to give up on this one. I'm just sorry that I couldn't show you that it was almost done. I've dropped something again. So I'll get it done eventually. The next pattern I want to show you is called Dimensions. It's a clipper ship. This is a kit. And it contains 14 count white Aida. And yeah, I've been working on it for a while. So even though I had some of it done, I went ahead and replaced all of its dimensions floss with DMC floss. That way, if it tears apart, I can just fix it, hopefully, with the DMC floss. The last time I showed this, I didn't know which way was up or down because all I had was done was these little shadows on the sails, and I couldn't tell. But now that I've started doing it again, let me tell you, this is 14 count. Have I already told you that? Clipper ship dimensions. I now have a bottom. I know which one's the bottom. I started doing the boat, so now I know which one the top and bottom is. So I think. And so the boat has got the DMC floss and the dimensions floss, but I've replaced all the dimensions floss with the DMC, hoping that will keep it from going the way of the Teddy Bear Reunion. The next thing I have is a Dimensions Kit Eagle in Flight. It's on 18 count Aida, and it had all the necessary floss, but I have since then also replaced these with the DMC floss. I am thinking that I really don't want to have to go through half the eagle being unplucked. So that's the pattern, and here's what I've gotten done so far. Last time I showed it to you, I had I had a big gap here in the belly. I've gotten that much filled in. It's looking really good. I also had been off somehow in that area of the abdomen, but I've gotten back on track, and I'm pleased with the way this is looking. So again, this is on 18 count. And the last thing I'm going to show you is the last one on my rotation, and it's the squares for the quilt that my wife was making for my daughter. And here's the pattern. It's Jan Lin, and they're peace signs. I'm not sure I can get them close enough. You can see they're blue, purple, yellow, reds, golds. You do a peace symbol inside a quilt. You get somebody else to quilt it, because I'm definitely not a quilter. You get somebody else to quilt it, and I wasn't sure how many more squares I had, but I have found 6 more squares, so I'm sure that would make it a queen size. But again, I'm not sure until I get it done. But it's stamped. I'm not very good at stamped, but I've been rocking along, and this is what I've gotten so far. I finished up the yellow and the orange down in that area, and now I've started going down the legs of the peace sign. This is not working out too good, is it? Let's see. Yeah, still not doing too good. Um, I don't do stamp cross stitch very well. I would like to say that I did, but I don't. My wife did. I tend to make my X's too long, not long enough. So, but it's coming along really well. When the nights that I do this, it really does take me a lot longer, the 2 hours a lot longer than to do it on the other ones, because I am worrying about that X being stamped on there. Now I've been told the X will disappear when I wash it, but I still, I'm a Virgo, I'm a perfectionist, and I don't want to mess up anything. So I'm working on it kind of slow, but a slow go is better than a no go, right? I That's all I have to show you, the 5 whips. I don't really want to start another whip. I would tend to get another whip started, and it'd be a longer rotation period. With another whip started, it'd be an even longer rotation period, and I would end up only having one night every 2 or 3 months. So I'm just going to do these 5, and I'm going to make certain that they get done before I start another rotation. I just I I see other people in their rotations, and they work faster than I do, and so they can work more than 5 rotations or 5 projects in their rotation. I just don't believe I have the capability of doing a lot of rotations at one, or a lot of whips at one time. My verbiage is not working out really good. Um, but I hope to have a video more than once a month. I'd like to be able to get myself motivated to do more stitching, so that I can have more videos, so that I can have more stitching, so that I can have more videos. We'll see how it goes. The last thing I want to bring up is the subscriptions. I am humbled by the number of prescriptions. I am humbled by the number of subscriptions that I have on my channel. I had told my wife a couple of years ago that I might start doing it. I said, but I'll be lucky if you subscribe. And come to find out, I've got a lot of subscribers out there. And I thank you, and notifications. If you really want to subscribe for me, please click below and hit the notification button, and that way you'll get updated when I upload a new video. Again, I am just in awe that you have responded to my comments, and even added some comments of your own. I'm in awe. Thank you. I appreciate every one of you. I hope that I can show you more and more of my stitching as the weeks go by. Feel free to ask me any questions you have down in the comment section below, or you can email me jmore0907@gmail.com. I don't do Instagram. Don't even know really what Instagram is. I have Twitter, but I don't tweet or twit, so I don't. So I don't use either of those. I just use this platform, or Facebook, and Facebook's usually more towards my personal stuff, not my cross stitching. But if you do need to get in touch with me, you can email me at that address, or you can just ask a question, or add a comment to the section below. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, and we'll see you the next time. Bye bye.